This is the video number 13 in the Databricks free edition series, and in this video I'm going to talk about multi-Git linking. If you have been working on Databricks for some time, it is quite challenging if you are working in two different projects. Let's say if one is hosted in GitHub, another one in GitLab or some other providers. We also face the same issue, and we did some local hacking linking between these two projects. Thanks to Databricks, they have heard the feedback from users, and now there is a possibility to do multi-Git linking. So this video will be about that. Short video, but I think this will be a helpful one. But before going into the actual content, I would point out that I'm creating this playlist about Databricks free editions. You might be checking these other videos which might be helpful, and also there is this 30 days of Databricks video where there are many stuffs. You might also check those videos. I am trying not to create duplicate videos, but just as a notice, you might get some valuable insights from this playlist also. And now let's get into the UI. I'll make this a little bit bigger. So now you can see here, this is the free edition Git linking. By the way, I'm not going to go through all the process again, but I have shown in my previous video where there was this Git integration. I think down here, this Git integration, it is 20 minutes video. So I have explained you the small details about how you can integrate Databricks with GitHub. Please watch this video to know how to do the Git integration. Here it was with the GitHub, right? How to test that? What I can do is go here in the settings. If I go to linked accounts, you can see here there is this Git integration. You can see here this is GitHub default, and I connected this to my GitHub. If I go to my GitHub, I'm linking these Databricks tutorials in GitHub, right? That was in that particular video. But now let's say you have some project in GitLab, and for this demonstration purpose I'm creating account in GitLab, and here I have the project called LLM Exploring, and inside it I have this Databricks tutorial. What I want to do now is show you how you can connect this also in the Databricks UI so that you can simultaneously work in two different projects, hosted one in GitLab and one in GitHub. First, let's say you enable GitHub. I will click add Git credentials. Go to this icon here into the settings and into linked accounts. Click add Git credentials. Now you can see if it is GitHub, then there is the possibility of personal access token and the link Git account, so directly you can link. I will go into the GitLab, and you can see there are other options also. There is Bitbucket, Cloud Server, Azure DevOps, GitLab Enterprise Edition, AWS Code Commit, and so on. But I'm going to show you for the GitLab. I will go to GitLab. By the way, I'm not going and show you how to create the account in GitLab. I think this is the minor things that you can go and create the projects and the repositories here. But if I go here again, I will click or check this GitLab, and here you can give the name. I'm just giving the random name, but I can just say here maybe just GitLab YouTube for an example, and here you can provide your email address. So if I click here, it says enter your email for your commits to be linked to your Git provider account, right? So I will be using the same email which I used for this GitLab. LLM Exploring add email. This is the Gmail address that I use for this particular repository. And now here it says token, right? To generate a GitLab personal access token, follow this documentation. The token must have the right repository permission. What we can do now is this GitLab documentation has step-by-step information. Just to show you, I'll click here. This is the personal access tokens. If you scroll a little bit down, there is all sorts of informations here, but what we can be focusing on is from here. You can see it is providing you step-by-step guide on how you can do this. All these things, you can go to the left panel and then access tokens and so on, right? I will just follow these steps, but I had already done once to test it, so I will just go directly into the Git lab here. As it says, you need to go to this icon go to edit profile, and here go to SS tokens, and now we can create a token here. I will just go here and add a new token. I will give the token name here Databricks Git lab. You can give the descriptions if you want, and then here expiration date, you can just provide the expiration. I will just give it 9/19, 1 month from today. And then here we need the right repository. At least it says grants read access to repositories on private projects, and right is grants read write access to repositories. We can give the right repository. Let's choose the one that is recommended from the UI. That's it. You can just go here and create the token. And now here is the token. I will just copy this token here. I will go into the UI and Control V. And now I will save it. Now you can see it says save this. I will say no. And now there is two options here. We have this GitHub credentials and we have the GitLab one. We have configured this, right? Now let's see how we can do git push and pull. This configuration is done here. Now I will go back to the workspace. Here you can see I have these tutorials. I will not go here again to show you because this is already there. But what I will do now is clone the new repository. Here I will just go here. It says git folder, right? And I'll just go here, git folder, and I want to have this git repository URL. Now I will go into GitLab instead of GitHub. I will go here. Let me go to the main page. From clicking this home page, I will go to the repository here, and in this code section I will go and do this HTTPS. And remember, for the SSH you need to have SSH keys and so on. So I will be going with the HTTP. Yes, that's the recommended way. And now I will go here. I will just paste here, and you can see it is also saying HTTPS. I will just Control V, and yeah, this is by default Git provider GitLab, and there is Databricks tutorial name repository or the folder name. I will say create folder. So now you can see we have two different repos from two different providers, and there is this fast SQL and readme.md. This is exactly what it is here. So what I will do now is I will just go here and create a new file. So let's say I'll create a new notebook, just a simple example here, and I will just say here GitLab test notebook, and then I will just do here print hello, and then enter. Okay, if I run enter, there should be a cluster opening, but it does not matter. So it will just print hello here, right? So once this is done, and you can see this is all the same thing now. Okay, this is already connected, and it should show here hello. This is in the main branch. I haven't created the branches when I'm demonstrating, but I hope you get the point about creating the branches and so on. It should run hello, it's printed. Now let's say that I want to do the version control for this one. I will go into the main, and here you can see it says GitLab test notebook. There is something that's being changed. Commit, and you can just provide more description also here. I will just do commit and push. So when I do this commit and push, you can see once we already did the connection earlier. Now if I go into the LLM exploring in lab, I will refresh the page, and there should be a new file popping up here, lab test notebook. It's working completely fine. I was saying that I will not be showing you about this GitHub, but I think it makes quite a good sense now also to show you there, so you don't get confused. Now we have Databricks tutorial from GitLab, tutorials from GitHub, right? I will just go here and create a file, and I will say here GitHub test file, just to show you the difference. And that's it, file. And here I can just do again something print hello. But the thing is, this is a file. So what I will do is I will have this .py. So here it's print hello. I can even run this. If I run this, it should print hello. This is the file. Just let's wait, right? I already write this print hello, so it does not take that much of the time. It's just printing it anyway. But yeah, so once this will be printed, I will do the version control. It is taking some time to start the cluster, but this is serverless cluster, so it will not take that much of the time or compute, hopefully. I could have just saved this instead of running it, but it's running. When this is running now, I hope you get the idea that how easy it is now to connect between the GitHub and the GitLab and work two projects simultaneously. I'm not sure why it is taking so much time, but let's not print here and let's go into the main, and you can see there is a file change here, so GitHub, and there is the modified ones before, but I don't want to do all of this. I just want to do this GitHub test file, right? And I will just say here initial commit. I will commit and push. So when I do this, I should see a GitHub test file .py in my GitHub here, right? I will refresh the page, and now you can see there is the GitHub test file, and if I go inside, there is print hello. And that's how you can configure between GitHub and linking things. It was real pain before, but now it is there. Give a try, use it, configure between different Git providers. It's still waiting for some time, but now I can just say okay, cancel. I will just cancel it, but you get the point how it works. Okay, that's all for this video. I went a little bit 10 plus minutes, but I hope now it's clear for you how you can connect between multiple Git providers in Databricks. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.